Hands behind your back. Now, as he took her arm, the soldier's voice broke through the sweltering heat. She didn't recoil or struggle. Her sweatshirt was halfway up, hiding most of her dog tags, save for a single silver necklace that glinted in the sunlight, and she just stared straight ahead with a blank expression on her face. She was turned around as it slowly swung, a streamlined, pointed, and distinctive trident. However, none of them took note. Not quite yet. She was merely a trespasser to them. A lady in a post-alert lockdown who is discovered strolling close to a restricted military airfield without identification, orders, or rank is immediately deemed a threat. They swiftly cuffed her. She remained silent about it. No defense, no protest. She was perceived as guilty for her silence. We have caught a civilian who is trying to access Bravo 2, a restricted airport, after the MPs radioed no qualifications. They only asked what she wasn't, not who she was. She wasn't supposed to be there, in their opinion. Because of this, they marched her around the base in front of dozens of uniformed soldiers who were watching, laughing, and whispering. One even muttered, "Another activist is attempting to obtain viral footage." What a farce. She continued to walk calmly and collectedly, as if she had done so previously. Everything didn't start to change until they arrived at the command center. General Harlan, the highest-ranking officer on the installation, entered the corridor. As they pulled her up the stairs and through the doors, just by his presence, the room stood up. He stopped as soon as he saw her. His jaw tensed, and his sentence trailed off as his gaze fell not to her face or the cuffs, but to the silver trident pendant that was just below her collarbone. "Give up." The soldiers promptly obeyed. Our eyes met hers. "Sir," and we said, "Stop." As he got closer, his boots echoed. His eyes narrowed as he examined her face. "Take off those cuffs now." The soldiers paused. "Sir, do you know what that emblem means?" Pointing to the trident, he snapped, "You just put your hands on a Navy SEAL, and not just any SEAL. They were frozen." Among them, one mumbled, "That isn't feasible. She isn't dressed in uniform. She is not in need of one." The general snarled, "Commander Arden Vale is that person." The quiet fell like a bomb. Someone stumbled. "The Vale of Arden. She seemed off-grid to me, just where she was meant to be." The general cut in. With a new weight, everyone's eyes were now focused on her. Arden turned to face them again. Unreadable. No victory. Don't snicker. None other than serene eyes that had witnessed more than anyone in the room could fathom. The jewelry was not the trident. It served as a warning. A silent, non-ceremony-based symbol. At last, she said something. "I was monitoring a perimeter breach. You are roughly 3 days behind. Before dawn, I eliminated the threat. For further evidence, look at the hangar security stream." An officer received a single nod from General Harland. "Lift it up." The monitors came on a few seconds later. There was grainy black and white video. As she moved through the darkness like a ghost, she used only clean, professional, and deadly hand-to-hand techniques to disarm 2 armed invaders. Then she disappeared once more, blending into the base perimeter and going unnoticed until she made herself visible. One of the MPs who had placed her in handcuffs went pale. She seemed out of place to us. Arden completed the task for him. I often understand that. Keep this in mind as the general turned to face the squad. You made a judgment about someone based on the fact that she didn't appear to be your ideal soldier. You classified her as a problem because she didn't fit your blueprint. Additionally, you nearly blocked the individual who kept your entire forward air operation afloat. Nobody said anything. She had the ability to make them look bad, had the option to demand reprimands, but Arden simply turned to face the door. She said, "I've got somewhere to be," and continued past them without turning round. Pay attention to the quiet ones the next time. Usually, they recognize the danger before anybody else does. She was followed out by that general, but he glanced back before vanishing down the corridor. Inform HQ that she will no longer be allowed. I am the only person to whom she reports. She was gone after that. The narrative was left behind. Dependent. The understanding and a change in how each soldier on that base would perceive rank, strength, and silence going forward. As not every legend has a uniform. Some only speak when the world is ready to hear them, and others wear shadows. If you were moved by this tale, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below.